Shall we start? Yeah, good evening, everyone, and welcome to this program on Untap, the Power Within You. I have great pleasure in welcoming Dr. Shalini Prakash to this grand event on the occasion of the International Women's Day. I'm very happy to convey my wishes to all the women who are on this platform. A woman is the embodiment of power. She transmits values to life, and she is a cure for so many ailments in humanity. This celebration makes us realize that the whole world revolves around women, and it is time to salute women for their courage, determination, and everything which keeps the world from falling apart. So, on this happy occasion, I'm very happy to welcome and introduce Dr. Shalini Prakash. Dr. Shalini Prakash is an eminent speaker. She's carved for herself a niche in the Temple of Fame by her motivational speech and soft skill training. She's got 14 plus years of teaching experience and contribution in this field. Her distinguished ability in connecting with people has made a mark with umpteen number of trainees that she has mentored, earning her several accolades. She's worked in the corporate sector initially, and later she is now in the educational field. She has gained insight into the challenges faced by students and by the corporate employees in their pursuit to climb high in their career. She, being a national trainer, has successfully completed more than 580 plus workshops in different colleges, international schools, corporate offices, public forum, and at national level. She has started the New You Solutions, which is engaged in soft skills training, personality development, and students professional counseling, leadership and mentoring training, survival techniques, life skills coaching, various art and skill development courses. So I'm very happy that we have with us Dr. Shalini Prakash to address us on this special occasion. We have women who are really very courageous, and the pages of history are waiting for various feats of young women like you. So, over to Dr. Shalini Prakash. Once again, we welcome you. I'm happy to welcome all the student friends who have joined us on this happy occasion. Thank you. Over to Dr.
This session is no longer being recorded.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was a wonderful introduction. I'm just trying to share the screen. Just give me a quick minute. Yeah, are you all able to see the slide?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am, your slide is visible. Can you please switch on your video, ma'am?
Okay, in just a minute, ma'am. I'm not getting that option. Gladwin, sir. It's only the mute option. I can't see the video. Ma'am, I'm not able to see the video icon. It is just a mute. Okay, I got it. Try logging in your phone. Ma'am, is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am. Visible. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we are visible. Okay, fine, because I'm not able to see anybody there.
We can all see you.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. So, ma'am, thank you so much. That was a very wonderful introduction. I hope everyone heard that. So I'm not new to your college. So thank you so much for this again, once again, for a reunite, I can say, on this special occasion. Thank you so much for that. And how are you all participants? So is the access given for them to mute, unmute? Hello. So who's the contact person?
These are in lecture mode.
Okay, it's on the lecture mode. There's no interaction.
Yes, ma'am. If we mute, it will be very noisy. If we unmute.
Okay, if you unmute it. Okay. So is it possible at least some 2-3 people can interact? Because I just don't want it. I'm getting like a feeling of not to people there. So let's make a little interactive session. So that's the reason. If you can unmute few participants at least, then we can go ahead with that. Or is there anywhere participants can interact? Is the chat box? Okay, fine. Yeah, chat box. Okay, ma'am, not audible. Not audible. Very good, ma'am. Super. Okay. So once again, happy to see your text, people. So on this special occasion, so but definitely I would ask few people to go on unmute during the session and we shall hear from you. So before that, I just want to share and wish all a very happy Women's Day. People, whoever is watching me, probably you all must not be aware that all are such a wonderful blessings and God's creation, and who have logged in today and with whom I'm in.
The recording has started.
Somebody else is talking behind me. I could hear that noise. Okay, is it okay? Okay. So if at all people see that today is only a special day for us, it is not the rest of the days. I'm sorry, people. The whole universe is yours. All the 365 days, and from the day you have been on this planet till you say goodbye to your planet, it's your special day. So there is nothing special about March 8th, according to me. But if you ask me, every day is a Women's Day. I hope you all agree with that. But anyhow, the calendar says that it's a designated day for women's. Let us all celebrate. Why to waste one day? Okay. With this, I just want to start the session with a small story. Okay, so I hope you are here when the minute I say story, please don't go on mute. It's already mute. What I meant was sleep. Okay, don't. It's a simple story. I'm going to talk about the another beautiful lady in the history. But before that, I just want you all to just quickly watch this video and come back. Is the audio? Okay, might be you guys are not able to listen to the music. You can give your own music, no problem. But at least the pictures you can watch. Okay, so you all missed the music of it. That's okay, not a problem. So I'm not here to talk like everybody else are speaking about all the beautiful ladies who were projected in this video. We are sure if we go and search, and most of us, we are aware who they are, right? So I don't want to again brief about those great personalities and waste our precious time. We all know them, and a big hats off for all these personalities. But today, I'm here to talk something else. Okay, so Sindhuja says that I'm not audible. So am I audible, people? If yes, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you
Okay,
are.
okay. So people who are saying, I'm not audible, please try to check on your network connectivity. So praise God for that. We also can pray for the network connectivity. Anyways, so let me tell you about this beautiful lady on the screen. Okay, her name is Esther. Okay, in the history, she was known and well-known personality, and she was mainly projected on the biblical terms. Okay, in the Bible, we come across her, but even otherwise, she had created an history. Okay, around 150 BC, there was a beautiful girl lived, and that's the woman on the screen. And she lived in a Susan, and she actually was an orphan. She was raised, she was taken care by her uncle, Mordecai. Okay, it sounds weird, but it's a good name, what I felt. And the king of the land, okay, the king Ahasuerus, wanted to find a new queen to herself. In fact, when she was beautiful. When we come across the word beautiful, almost all kings wanted a beautiful queen. Similarly, even this king wanted a beautiful queen for himself. So all the eligible girls were called to the court, like how we call a swayamvar. Probably most of you might have seen the swayamvar. Similarly, all the beautiful girls were called. And yes, Esther was born and raised in the city, and it was like they were not being informed to the king that she belongs to Israelites, because there was another set of problem was happening, and let us not get into that problem very soon. Now, what this Mordecai did was he didn't disclose the relationship of Esther and him, but he just simply sent her to the court, and she was an eligible. And in fact, the king liked her very much, and she married. And over a period of time, because of a lot of politics, even then, there's no doubt, even before Christ or after Christ, from the earth was from there is politics. Okay. Similarly, then also there were a lot of politics and a lot of other things, issues were happening. And when this was happening, there were two crooked men. Okay. And Mordecai, since he had maintained the secrecy of having not disclosed that Esther was raised with him and she belonged to Israelites, okay, so he was secretly going and meeting her just to take care and just to ensure that how she was placed in palace, how she was taken care. And during that visit, he came across and he heard it. He, in fact, overheard there was a crooked people who was trying to kill this king. Okay, who was trying to kill this king. And what he did, he sent a word quickly to Esther to save this king and to just bring this into light. And Esther got this and she didn't know what to do. And when this is how the history went on, she was called for the swayamvar in your terms, just to layman, and king liked her and king married. And later on, once she got to know about this crooked man there, she called the king, and this crooked man was known to be a prime minister there. And she invited them for a party. And during the party, Esther brought his plans to king. And king understood what was the man was, and then he ordered him to be killed. And in fact, this prime minister, since he didn't like this Mordecai, because what happens usually, the ego, I just want to emphasize here, every time this ego and the negative attitude creates, or it's a root cause of all the other problems, whether it's a man or whether it's women. But I would like to say that it's a human, there is an ego existing, and that is how. And this gentleman didn't want to praise this prime minister, the wicked man, because he knew he was wicked. And in this anger, this prime minister ordered to kill everybody, and taking a consent of the king also agreed to the prime minister, and he passed that the Mordecai and his complete battalion to be killed. Okay, so in that case, that is how this Esther played an important role. She stood and she got this crooked man in front of the king, and she stood, in fact, and as a pillar, as a savior to all the entire, and as a lady, she took the courage that day, and she remained in history even today. Okay, and Mordecai, since he had meeting, I could hear some distractions there. Okay, I request people to just go on mute. Okay. Now, anyhow, since Esther came to save the people, the king liked her courage, and that she was celebrated as the best woman. And Mordecai was now given as the prime minister, and anyhow, Esther, as a queen, she carried and she monitored and she took forward the entire city into her control with the right attitude, with the right courage, and with a lot of humility. And today, most of you must be wondering why I'm telling you the story. Okay, till this very date, the Esther, in fact, was known only in the history. But let me tell you that this Esther who was the instrument, okay, in the celebration of Purim festival, as the woman who stood in the gap between the highest authority. Nobody would have the courage to stand in front of the king, isn't it? But she being a woman, she being a lady, she stood in front of the higher authorities, and she got all the crooked, whatever the prime minister had planned to kill the king, and she brought that to the light, and that is where she was known famous. And people continued to celebrate throughout the millenniums, but it was later known as Women's Day in other countries. And today we are celebrating this Women's Day, but most of us have a little knowledge about the Esther. See, I have cut short the story so that I have put it in one nutshell for you to understand how this lady took a courage that day and how she stood in the gaps between the higher authorities and to the living people there. Okay, and that courage, don't you think it's a power? And these days, in fact, many people are talking about the same terminology, empowerment. But my dear people who are watching me online today, what do you mean by empowerment? I don't want definitely a Google definition, but I don't want you to get into or look into the Oxford definition. But I would like to tell you one thing, and I would like to emphasize on one particular point. When we all got the power inbuilt, in fact, we have been most of the time most powerful. Women stands strong every situation, and it's proved in history, and it has always been proving, and even today it's proved fact. But many a times this empowerment word is being remembered only on March 8th, right? It's a Women's Day and women empowerment to be enlightened. Women, we have to talk about women empowerment. But let me tell you something. It is not only today women are being empowered, but every day, as I mentioned, it is something inbuilt. Let's talk. Let's talk few facts here. Okay. How many of you know when you start communicating? Probably quite a lot of answers. What I keep getting from my most of the students is 6 months, 8 months, or 1 year, 2 years, and that is the time we start communicate. Few people said me that 6 years we start communicate. The fact is, the minute we are born, we communicate. Somebody said 2 years. I'm sorry, my dear, it's not 2 years. The minute you were born, you started communicating. How? You started crying. And that's the symbolic way that you told to the general public, you told to this world that you are alive. Similarly, when you are born, it is not something that you need to do some PhDs, you need to get into some universities, you need to get into some additional course to drink milk, right? It is not something like that, but it is again inbuilt. And you talk about any history, the women's in the history never had, including Esther, whom we just now spoke. She was just not a graduate or double PhD holder. There was no university, but still she had the courage. Still, she remained in the book of history today. Still, she is known, world famous, and in fact, each individual knows her. And today is the day celebrated with her name as well, right? So when that is the case, as I was mentioning, you need not have the degrees all the time. You did not have to go register in the great university for you to become a successful woman. No, definitely no. Go talk to your parents. Go talk to your mother. Go talk to your grandparents. Go talk to your grandmother. Is she not successful? Is she not successful? Look up to the history, the women's. There are a lot of people. And the first video what I played, in fact, the black and white picture, even then, in the black and white era, we had great women scientists, right? When that is the case, women empowerment is something new to us. Let me look your answers in chat box. Are we not empowered? Are we not filled with power? Is something new term that I'm going to tell you this day? Is this something new you are seeing on the screen? Are you not filled with power? I want you all to quickly use the chat box and answer me. Is this term new to you? Is this something, an alien language, alien word? But the problem here is, though we know the meaning, yet many of us don't know how to utilize the power in you. And that's the fact. That is the fact. We all know we are powerful. We all know we all are multitaskers. Yes, we got to agree this fact. If at all any men's have logged in to this webinar, you have to accept the fact is men's are not multitaskers, but women's are multitasking. I had a lot of pictures to just project it, and I have been noticing since morning, in fact last night, from 12 o'clock night, my inbox is filled with all Women's Day, pictures, wishes, and I'm sure it is the same thing with you all. But let us not focus on those things. Since morning, you have been reading all the forwarded message. But I just want you all to understand what is the power in you. If you know what is the power in you, you will make wonders. But still, we don't have the key to use or to enlighten that power. The reason is simple again. Okay? I just want you to take this LK. Okay? People looking at you sometime, most of the ladies get these compliments. Looking good, isn't it? Looking good. Ma'am, you're looking good. Whatever, probably I just want to take few names. Ramya, you're looking good. Padmavati, Murugan, you're looking good. Maya, you're looking good. Vidya, you're looking good. Okay, this is something every time everyone expect, including men, any human being, right? But at the same time, this is one category. The minute you hear this looking good, you're very excited. But there are other set of people, though they are very pretty, though they are very much like you, what do you say, a beautiful smile they carry on their face, they carry the grace on their face, still they have this LKK, just another K is added. Now the very first LK, what I said is looking good. The next what I'm telling is log kya kahenge. It's in Hindi. I hope I can use Tamil here, right? A bit of Tamil. நான் இப்படி இருந்தா யார் என்ன பார்த்து என்ன பேசுவாங்க? Excuse me for my Tamil, okay? But still, என்ன பார்த்து என்ன பேசுவாங்க? யார் என்ன நினைச்சுக்குவாங்க? நான் இப்படி இருந்தா ஐயோ நான் போய் பேச மாட்டேன். நான் போய், though I know the answer, I would not step forward. The reason is அவர் என்ன பார்த்து சிரிச்சிடுவாங்க, right? ஒருவேளை தப்பாயிட்டா, okay, தப்பாயிட்டா, what's the big deal? People or your teacher or anybody to whom you're going and communicating, they would say, no, your answer is wrong. Okay, what's the maximum will happen? I guess people, this I had put it across in your orientation program as well. I don't know how many of you remember that, but let me remind you, do not have the negativity in you. Let people talk whatever they want to. People are meant to talk. They are meant to talk. But what are you up to today? That matters a lot. You get what I'm saying? Hope you understood, right? So let us not get into the bracket of LKK. Let us get into the bracket of LK. No matter you're dark, no matter you're stout, no matter how you are, but you are the creation of our God. And when I say creation, there is a uniqueness what God has. In fact, I can say women are very special when it comes to God. You want to know how? Let me tell you. But before that, I want you all to understand even these creations. There's a beautiful flower you can see on the slide, right? The flower is so beautiful. That is a compliment everybody gets and everybody gives. And now, what is a criticism? Now, most of us fall in this category. Every time we want to always hear the compliments. You are good. You are always sweet. Oh, your voice is so pretty. You look so pretty, right? You are amazing. All this is okay. Everybody will always expect the compliments. Now, how many of you will feel happy if I say you all are wonderful? Quickly, type in chat box. How many of you will feel you all are wonderful creations? As I said, yes, it's me. Yes, I will. Myself, correct. Most of you will feel that, including me. If somebody says that, ma'am, you're good. Ma'am, you're sweet. Ma'am, you're looking good. Right? I also feel happy. But the minute I say, you're not good, you're rude, this is unfair, you are fit for nothing, you don't belong to the positive category at all, now we feel bad. right? The minute we come across such statements, we start thinking, not just thinking, we start overthinking. And it's everybody who have experienced this. You can just question to yourself, how many times your friends have been very good to you? How many times your colleagues have been very good to you, very sweet? And whenever they are good, whenever they are sweet, how do you define that? Because they are every time praising you, because they are every time favoring you, because they are every time complimenting you. But how many of you have continued your friendship even after your own colleagues, even after your own family members, even after your own friends criticize you? Big question mark. Think about it. Why I'm telling this? People are very weak, especially women's, when it comes to criticism. They are very weak. They give up. Look at men's for this matter. No matter what ABC language they use, what filthy languages they use, okay, the next day or after 30 minutes, they are calm, they are okay. But are we falling in that category, people? And I'm not blaming you guys. It is probably God's creation somewhere, even sometimes there is mistakes happen, right? Somewhere manufacturing defect. I feel not everybody can accept criticism. The minute you say that you are wrong, the minute you have been questioned, you are disappointed. But there is a good news for you, all of you. I said let's talk few facts, and few facts like this. A strong woman, most of you must be feeling or calling yourself as strong. But if you say that you are strong, you got to accept all the criticism. It is not just the compliments, what you get. It is all the negative words which is thrown on you, which is all the persecutions, what you have been facing throughout your life, throughout your journey till now. All these things make you more strong and more strong. It's a simple. I came across this. A strong woman accepts both compliments and criticism graciously. I repeat, a strong woman. I guess this is the simplest definition what I can give for who is a strong woman today, right? A strong woman is, according to me, who accepts both compliments and criticisms graciously. Because she is not just strong there, but also very wise. A wise woman builds a house. A wise woman builds a society. A wise woman builds a future, right? And I want you all to be wise, not just strong and wise. And why you're wise? Because you know the fact for this beautiful flower, what you can see on the screen, okay? For it should look beautiful, it requires both sun as well as rain. And for you people to look beautiful, you have to receive compliments. At the same time, I want you all to receive criticism. I want you all to accept, no matter what people talk, no matter whether today people say you're good, tomorrow they come and say good. The third day, stop expecting. You know you're good. You don't have to wait for somebody else to come and every day give a compliment for you that, and where, I'll tell you what happens after that. Again and again, I'm telling you, let's speak facts today. Rather having one side lecture, just I want you all to little bit of doing a brainstorming. Okay, when the minute I'm telling you all these things, start questioning yourself. First day, I come and tell you, you are beautiful. Second day, also, I come and tell you, wow, you're looking good. And the third day, I come and say, you're good. Fourth day, automatically, you start looking at me. Okay, ma'am is going to tell me today that you are looking good, right? That is where the expectations are. The minute you cut short the expectations, the minute you start accepting the way you are not just the strong woman, you are also a wise woman. I hope it's clear till here. to everybody. First, we discussed about the Esther, how she stood in between the higher authorities and the people of land. And she was the one who saved the land, not just the land and the people of the land, right? And she had the courage that day. And then millenniums, we have been celebrating this Women's Day in many countries. And after that, I gave you an insight of empowerment, right? Women empowerment. And I told you we all have been carrying an inbuilt chip of power. Now, these days we come across a power backup, right? Yeah, power backups for the house, for the UPS we have, and inverters we have. Then what do you say? Power bank, right? We are dealing with such external power supplies, materials, right? But let me tell you, for us, we have an inbuilt power supply. And all that you have to do is identify that. If you're low for something today, don't worry. What is that you can again bounce back the next day? If you are criticized today for something, I'm sure you might have faced. Is there somebody watching me who have not felt any persecutions from anybody, who have not faced any disappointments, who have not got scoldings from anybody? No, right? I'm sure all of us have sailed in this boat, but how far you take it back, your energy level, how far you charge yourself, that is what matters a lot. So don't worry, I will give you this 4 tips today since we all have logged in today, and I just want to remember you all on this Women's Day. And in fact, I want you also to remember, not just me, I also want you to remember the points what I'm giving you all today. Okay, always have confidence in knowing about what? Quickly use the chat box and let me know. When I say confidence, this is something every time people come, all the motivational speakers come stand on stage and tell you, have confidence, have courage. Yes, that's what even I'm telling. But you got to know about something. What is that? Now don't ask me, ma'am, எப்பதான் ma'am class முடிக்கிறீங்க அதுதான் ஒரே ஒரு கேள்வி எனக்கு இருக்கு. Okay, don't worry, I will quickly finish off. Yes, I can see the inbox flowing. Yourself, ability, myself and others, self-confidence, yourself, your own self, self-confidence. Okay, good, good, good. That you have to know about not just self. Somebody has written, you should know about others as well. And adding on to that, today we all lack in this. Many a time we say that we are very confident, okay? But we can't face the challenge more than a given period of time, more than given number of attempts, okay? The very first time you go, you face the challenge. Second time you still have, but the third time when you go, you will still face the challenge, but not the energy what you had in the beginning. Yeah? And for this, you should know the basic things. First, what are you good at? Okay? Who you are as a person. And whom are you dealing with? You should know them. Today, I know I'm talking to all the beautiful ladies, okay? And I know I'm talking to all the powerful weapons. Today, I know I'm talking to all the multitasking bunch. I know I'm talking to all of them who are wise and who are going to build a future. Yeah? I'm talking to all the people who are the future of somebody else tomorrow, right? So when I know to whom I'm talking to, I know what I'm talking, and I know what I should talk to you all. You're getting what I'm saying? But what happens today is we lose our confidence because we just know who we are, but we don't know what others are. And to know what others are, we don't have to much worry about what they are, or we don't have to follow them to know about them, nothing like that. Okay, again, the simple tip is for you all, remain who you are. Do not change your personality for somebody else. Do not change your choices for somebody else. End of the day, you know what you're doing, do it with the righteousness. Okay, and once you know this fact, you are amazing. So the very first thing is this question mark, why I have given you dot dot dot, is every day you got to know something about new. You can't say I know everything. You still don't know who you are. You can't commit 100% that I know everything about myself. I'm sorry, you don't know who you are. Okay? Because every day you are dealing with a new you. It is not every day you're dealing with the same old Tamil Araisi, Shubha. It is not the same old Rashmi, same old Rachel, same old Gayatri, same old Kausalya. Okay? Every day it's a new Harshini. Every day it's a new Monica. Every day it's a new Reshma. Every day it's a new Madhushri. Yesterday or this morning, who you were, it is not now who you are. I hope you all agree. Right? Now, don't ask, yes, ma'am, morning I had come prepared for the college, or you must be going out somewhere, or you must be well prepared, okay, with a lot of makeup and other things. Yes, now the makeup has faded out. You must be thinking that's an indication of you are not the same how you were before. So, what is that you have to do? Simple question. If makeup goes out, if makeup is getting faded out, what do? Redo it. Simple. And I want you all to reinvent the new you every day. And the second tip is, okay, so this is something, again, as girls, we have been hearing every time, right? Have humility in everything. Anba pesu, anba nadandhuko, right? நீ நாளைக்கு வேற வீட்டுக்கு போயிட்டு, what is that, you light the lamp there, விளக்கேத்து வச்சா பொருந்த வீட்டுக்கு வந்து you have to get some good name. Please excuse me with my Tamil. Okay, this is what your parents have been telling, right? But yeah, அந்த வீட்ல UPS இல்லையா கேட்க வேண்டிய ஒரு நிலைமை வரும். But still, this is something not our ancestors were telling, but this is practically proved, because as I mentioned, women are not just multitaskers, they are also filled with wisdom. And that's exactly what I want you all to be aware of. Words, what you use. We as ladies, we need to use the words appropriately. When I say appropriately, modulations. Okay, when I say modulations, you don't have to literally use the filthy language for that. Even if you are telling in a normal words, okay, enakku venda. Okay, enakku venda, I don't want. Enakku venda andradhe, you can take it to the extreme negative. You can also bring it to the flavor of humility. Enakku vendama, enakku vendappa, enakku vendama, enakku vendappa. There are two modulations. At the same time, even more arrogant, enakku venda. Okay, this is what, just a simple, it's all the same letters, it's all the same words, but the modulations. So that is what I'm trying to tell you. The second most important thing for you to become more strong is the words what you use. It should be powerful. When I say powerful, people should listen to you. People should agree to you. People should say or feel that, yes, next time I want to consult this lady. Next time I will go talk to this girl. You're getting what I'm saying? The second most important thing is, if you use appropriate words, you can bring in the right actions to any kind of situations. Okay? The usage of words, a simple smile can change the entire atmosphere. Your words can change the entire action. And definitely with words and actions, your thoughts. When I say your thoughts, it is not you alone there. The people you are surrounded with, their thought process will change, and there comes lesser of disputes, lesser amount of quarrels, lesser of misunderstanding. Okay, we can just reduce all these things. Now if you see here, now every time when we are telling have humility in everything, have humility in everything, how many of you use, can somebody type what you had this afternoon? I want you all to type this question, what you had for lunch. Quickly type. No, I want you all to type question, not the answer. Harshini, you just had sambar alone, huh? No rice, idli for that. I want you all to type the question quickly. No, again, people, I want you to type this question. What, yeah, what do you had for lunch? What did you have for lunch? Quickly type. I want you all to type these questions. What do you had? What do you had for lunch? What did you have for lunch? Okay, the rest of them are having lunch now. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, let's break. Now, if you see in the chat box, there are also usage of WHAT as WHT, correct? That is a short form. There are other set of people, they quickly type WAT, VAT, right? So I want you all to remember this. If somebody says that கொஞ்சம் அன்பா பேசு, கொஞ்சம் நிதானமா பேசு, கொஞ்சம் பார்த்து பேசு, எதை பார்த்து பேசணும்? What is that you're trying to expect? So remember this WAT. What? Your words, your actions, and your thoughts. Okay, that's why I was asking you, because I'm happy that you don't, very limited people, I can say 2% of people use shortcuts. But here in Bangalore, for good morning also, initially when we were having mobile phones, when we started using mobile phones, we used to type good morning. And then we had restrictions of, letters, these many letters, 1 rupee. So we had to cut short, GUD, MRNG. And nowadays people use GM. And even now it has become, emojis. They use just a sun and send. We should understand it is good morning. Okay, so that is why many people start using the shortcuts. And for you, this shortcut I'm giving you. If somebody in future, it can be your mom, it can be your sister, it can be your brother, it can be anybody of your family members who say that be watchful. Today you're going out, be careful. Today you're going for an interview, be very careful. Okay, anywhere you go, be watchful. The minute you come across this word, I want you all to remember these 3 things, because your words will lead to actions, and your words and action have the power of changing any thought process. Is this clear? Yeah. The third one is very, very important. It's a continuation of the second one, whatever we read now. Start using positive words. Start using vocabulary which has got positive affirmations in that. Okay, when you are trying to speak to somebody, always have this inspiring words, encouragement words. Okay, don't always say that unnale kashto, you can't do this. Nala mudiyo, and it's like, that comedy. Varo ana varadu. And the range le pesa venda. Try, if you know something, say yes. If you don't know something, still okay. Try to get to know things. Now, let me tell you people, how many of you are accounts here? Accountancy? Is there anybody with commerce management background who are watching me?
Muted. The recording has started.
The watch which I had given you in the orientation day, I don't know whether you were a part of that, but still, I want you all to be very watchful on your words, on your actions, on your thoughts, okay? And at the same time, be very, very careful in choosing your companions. And by following these 4 things, you will definitely transform to the next level. Now you all must be thinking, what, with this can we all be empowered? Can we all get into the next level? Of course, yes. And I'm the guarantee for that. Because there are many people on this planet who were dealing only with negative peoples. One being the example is me again. I was raised with the negative atmosphere all the time. But today, I'm here, seated here, and addressing you all, and where I'm able to speak to you all, the reason is I have overcome that. How I have overcome that? Because I let go things. You getting what I'm saying? Yeah? So start focusing in you. Start encouraging yourself. I would like to give you one activity where I want you all to do this every day. Every day. How many of you wake up with a smile every day? Be very honest and tell me. If you say no, please type no. I am not going to give you our internal marks anyhow. How many, let me repeat the question. How many of you will wake up with a smile? I won't do sometimes. No, ma'am. Very good. This is what I expect. Be honest to yourself, at least. Yes, there are few. Sometimes. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Myself, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So, for all of you, hats off. Okay? For using the chat box and taking some efforts in typing. I'll tell you something. If you have not done that, every time rather cribbing and waking up, I know it's hot, I know it's we are too lazy to wake up this every morning. Okay, we wake up always with one vocal in fact all of us are sometimes singers. We wake up in that mindset, right? But I want you all to start practicing this. The minute you are awake from your sleep, even before you open your eyes, I want you all to smile. Try this. It's scientifically proved, and it is most of my students, most of my participants have started practicing, and they all have told me that, ma'am, it is true. And I want you all to tell me in future, ma'am, it is true. Whatever the mood swing is, no matter you're having your monthly cycle, no matter you have fought with your boyfriend or friends or your neighbors or with your sister, your brother, your father, mother, your family members, anything. The minute you close your eyes and the minute you sleep, forget everything. The minute the next day you wake up, before you open your eyes, first I want you all to smile. Then open your eyes, okay? Try this and you will find a difference in yourself. This is one thing, okay? The second most important, now you all must be wondering, okay, ma'am, Women's Day, do we have any gift? Yes, I'm here to give you one gift. Are you all ready to receive the gift? Do you all want to know what is your gift? Yeah? Do you all, let me repeat, people who are sleeping, please wake up. I'm sure you guys are not sleeping though, but still if you're on a relaxing mode, get onto active mode and stay focused. Today, I'm here to give you one gift. Yes, we are ready. Okay, even I'm ready to give you that gift. Yes, it's you. It's you, the beautiful gift you have ever got and you have ever realized it. Always we expect gifts from others, but let me tell you, as I was earlier mentioning you all, we are special, very special in terms of when it comes to our Creator. Okay, when it comes to our Creator, you want to know that how? Again, it's proved. How everybody knows Jesus, right? Everybody knows all the gods whom we are praising. It is not only the man of Christ I'm talking about, but if you see any of in Hindu religion, you see any Islamic religion, or if you see any of the Christianity there, okay, everywhere women's are very special in sight of God. Why did the Creator chose Mary, not the Joseph? Right? Why Ganapati is called son of Parvati, not son of Lord Shiva? Even there, ladies are playing a prominent role. It is not because, like we all say, ladies first, yes? Even in God's vision, when He had created a special versions, we are being chosen the best, the wonderful gifts even to the Lord. That is how, God has chosen ladies, and that is how He sent the prophets. That is how He sent the Lords. He created Himself, and He sent many of the examples, and that is the reason it is not the men's who can deliver a child. It is a lady who can give a birth to child. Yeah, and that is the power of ladies. Please understand what is your power. What is your power? Anybody watching me till today, till this minute, you were having a regret that why I am like this, why I am dark, why I am not beautiful, why people don't praise me, why people don't identify me, people don't recognize me. Let me tell you, God has already recognized you, and He has created you wonderful and beautiful. No matter what the world says, because we are not entitled or liable to pay or to answer to this world. We are only answerable to God, and next comes your parents. Okay? Apart from this, you are not liable to anybody on this planet. Remember this. If you remember this, you will accept the gift what I've given. You stand in front of the mirror today. People have a habit of taking selfie. However, people say give all poses for selfie. But there are few people who don't like clicking selfie. Start clicking selfie from today onwards. No matter whether your phone has got face beauty in it, no matter whether your phone has got all the latest camera in it or not, start clicking selfies. Not using any electronic gadgets. Rather, go stand in front of the mirror. Start clicking a selfie of yourself. Look at yourself and you say, you are the best version I ever had in my life. Okay? Talk to the mirror, and then you see the untapped power within you. Don't be the closed boxes. Okay? Never be the closed boxes. The more you are open, the more you are open to all the persecution, all the critics, whatever is happening, whatever people are telling you, the more you become strong, the more powerful you become, the more energy you get. And that is the untapped within you. Today, I just didn't want to make it a common session. Like I don't want to bring in so many examples here and tell, look what they have done in their life. See, I'll tell you something. You just look around in your own family. There are a lot of women who have achieved a lot of things. In your own street, people must be selling idli, dosa, okay, a mess. They are successful. Because if you come across, because I have come across such people in front of my college, the lady who is to sell idlis, okay, the breakfast, idlis, puri, her son was studying in one of the well-known engineering college. How she was able to afford? She had the power. She had the willpower. Yes, though I'm selling idlis today, my son would become an engineer tomorrow. That is the power of a lady, right? And today, how much ever your mom is sick, how much ever back pain, leg pain, headache, whatever pain she has, the minute you say you're hungry, she gets up and she goes, get you something to eat. Yes, and that's the power of a lady again. It is not the designation matters there, but who is holding that designation? What is a gender? It's women. Designation keeps changes. Today, you're teenager. Tomorrow, you become a girlfriend, wife, a mother, a daughter-in-law, mother, okay, here, there. And of course, a mother-in-law, kabhi saas bhi, kabhi bahu thi, yeah. And grandmother, and one fine day, don't forget your gender. But application status doesn't change. Every time you go, you write your name, you write your age changes, right? Age will change. Your designation changes. Today you must be a teacher, tomorrow you are a retired teacher. Today you must be a bank employee, tomorrow you are an ex-bank employee. But even at the age of your 70, even at the age of your 80 or 85, if I give you an application and I ask you to fill, your name will be, your age will be changing, but one thing remains common is your gender. You still opt for female, and that is what I want you all to understand. It is inbuilt in you and you can't change it, and that is the power in you. Try to utilize that power according to your given situation. You don't have to carry external power backups, external inverters, external generators within you, but you already have a power in you. Utilize that with the wisdom, with a good knowledge, and with good vocabulary. Yeah. So I hope this day I have made my part by giving what is the untapped in you. The 4 points, what you remember. Now, I just want the last 5 minutes, I want people to talk to me. So, ma'am, can we have few people unmuting themselves? Can we give them an access so that at least last I feel happy that I'm talking to somebody, not to just my laptop? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes. Yes, please.
Students, if you are having any doubts or if you want ask any question, please give your names in chat box. We will unmute you.
Okay, just adding on to ma'am's point. The minute you tell them there is a doubt, no doubt they will tell. I just don't want to hear doubts alone. I want to hear from you. What is that you are as a person? Or what is the challenge you have faced? Or probably one question every time it is running in your mind. You wanted an answer for that. Probably you didn't find anywhere an answer. What is that you can talk? Yeah, Harshini she has typed her name.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Ashini. Good evening.
Ma'am. Yeah, good, ma'am.
Tell me, dear.
Ma'am, actually, I feel very motivated by hearing your speech, ma'am. It's really good.
Thank you.
And even from here, I can see that you are very confident by the way you are carrying yourself.
Okay, whatever I followed, the 4 principles I have given you today.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I will accept the criticism, ma'am, but later I will feel depressed as hell after realizing that, now I got the clarity that, okay, we should understand the criticism same as a compliment and we have to change it in a better way.
Okay. Just a slight correction here, dear. See, criticism cannot be always a compliment. Okay. But how you receive it is what matters a lot. What I'm trying to tell you, criticism, people are there to criticize you. Even today, now, if you are out after 5-10 minutes, if you are doing something good for anybody, there are few people. இந்த 4 பேர் கூட இருப்பாங்கன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா, அந்த 4 பேர் கண்டிப்பா இருப்பாங்க. நம்ம கடைசியா இந்த உலகத்துக்கே பாய் சொல்லி போகிற வரைக்கும் அந்த 4 பேர் இருப்பாங்க. Okay, they will also criticize you till the last minute. The only problem, ஒரு சின்ன example கொடுக்க விருப்பப்படுறேன். I think most of us know this Mother Teresa, right? There's nobody on this planet who say that we don't know Mother Teresa. You should understand, I can say this beautiful soul is a best example of tolerating the persecutions, because yes, of course, இந்த நம்ம இப்போ இயேசு கிறிஸ்தர் வந்தாரு, அவர் persecution எடுத்தாரு, அது பின்ன நிறைய prophets வந்தாரு, and even there are so many, even Babaji came and he also faced all these things we have been hearing. But this is somebody, like when it comes to spirituality, spiritual life, correct? A normal human being அப்படியே பார்க்கும்போது I first remember is Mother Teresa. What did she do? காசு கேட்க போனப்போ காசு கொடுக்கல, the person just spit it on her face. But what did she do? She just, why this I will keep it, but now you give it for my children, right? So persecution at the very level இருக்குது, but how many of us till today we follow? சரி, இன்னொரு அர்த்தத்துல பார்க்க போனா காந்திஜி ஒரு கன்னத்துல அடிச்சா இன்னொரு கன்னத்துல கூட அடிக்கணும் அப்படி, இது எல்லாமே கேட்கறதுக்கு நல்லா இருக்குது, பிராக்டிக்கலா யூஸ் பண்றோமா? இப்ப நான் உன்னை அடிச்சா இந்த மேம் இந்த சைடு அடிச்சு விடுங்களே அப்படின்னு கேட்க மாட்டேன்ல. So this is what I'm trying to make everybody understand, how we take it. For those of you who can't carry forward, okay, there are two things what you can do. One is ignore. The second one is, okay, most important, follow the first one.
Okay, ma'am.
You understood? The very first rule is ignore. Second one is ரொம்ப கஷ்டமான rule. என்ன rule? First one follow பண்ண வேண்டிய rule. We fail in the second one. First instance, okay, இன்னைக்கு ஷாலினி மேம் கூட பேசணும், she motivated us and we will start ignoring. ஆனா அடுத்த வாரம் திருப்பி அதே ஒரு இன்சிடென்ட் ஆகும், அது பின்ன we will first forget this and second rule கண்டிப்பா ஃபாலோ பண்ண மாட்டோம். Again we sit and think. It is nowhere the people who are speaking are the losers. We ourselves are the losers. Those of you who are watching me, please understand this. Yeah, 1000 பேசலாம், because பேசுறாங்க, because they have to talk. They don't know, வேற பொழப்பே இல்ல. And how we take it forward is in our hands. Can you control anybody else?
No, ma'am.
Can you control yourself?
No, ma'am.
Can you control yourself, darling?
Yeah, ma'am, I've tried to control.
You have your remote control with you. மத்தவங்க டிவி ரிமோட் கண்ட்ரோல் உங்க வீட்ல இருக்காது இல்ல, உங்க டிவி ரிமோட் கண்ட்ரோல் தானே உங்க வீட்ல இருக்கும்.
எஸ் மேம்.
அதே மாதிரி தான் நம்மளோட கண்ட்ரோல் நம்ம கையில இருக்கு. You don't have to go and sit and control everybody. Let them talk. Ignore. Follow the first rule. That's all. Yeah.
Thank you.
So that's nice, Harshini. I'm happy that something I have enlightened in you. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. बहुत अच्छी बात करेंगी मैम.
बहुत अच्छे बात करेंगे. हिंदी நம்மளுக்கு வராதா? வரும், ஆனா வராதா?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, anybody else? நீங்க ரொம்ப நேரம் யோசிக்கிறீங்களோ? Okay, Monica. Can Monica be unmuted, please?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Monica. How are you?
Ma'am, I'm fine, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Thank you so much. At least யாராவது ஒருத்தரனா கேட்டிங்களே how are you and it. I'm happy. I'm good, dear. Good. Thank you. Yeah, tell
Ma'am,
me.
I have no doubt, but this session was so great that I gained little bit confidence inside me.
ஐயோ little bit தான் ஆச்சா கண்ணா.
Ma'am, it takes time to gain more confidence, ma'am.
Okay. So who will work on that?
It's myself, ma'am.
Correct. So what are your plans?
I will take advice from you, and I will keep your tips in my mind, and I will bring it more confident in myself, ma'am.
Okay.
This is first step I did this confidence level.
Now you have unmuted and you're talking to me.
Yes, ma'am. It's my confidence level came out.
Wonderful for that. So Monica did something different today. So I wish you continue this. Okay. Next time edana session edukumbodhu it will be first Monica who will have list of questions. But before that, I want to ask you something, Monica. Why
Yes,
you were
ma'am.
not talking all these days? What made you not talk?
I thought I would be making mistakes and I will lose my confidence. That's why I did not talk.
What mistakes?
Like in grammar mistakes or something like that.
Okay, அது mistake அன்னிட்டு உனக்கு எப்படி தெரியும்?
I don't know, ma'am, but I thought in my mind that this would be making mistake, and I left that behind.
நம்ம கொஞ்சம் fact பத்தி மறுபடியும் பேசலாமா?
Yes, ma'am.
நான் ரொம்ப நேரமா fact தான் சொல்லி நினைக்கிறேன். fact என்ற மாதிரி ஆயிடும் அது. Okay. Now people, I want you all to observe this child here. Okay. So she has got this fear in herself that what she will make some mistake, grammar mistake. But இங்க எல்லாரும் அப்சர்வ் பண்ண வேண்டிய ஒரு விஷயம் என்னன்னா மோனிகா knows there is a grammatical error. When she knows there is an error, that means she also know what is correct. ஆமாவா இல்லையா மோனிகா?
Yes, ma'am.
இப்போ உனக்கு அது அந்த விஷயம் தப்பு அப்படின்னா that means you know what is correct. அப்படிதானே? இப்போ ஒரு டிஷ் பண்ணும்போது நீ சால்ட் அதிகமா போடுற அப்படின்னா ஒரு வாட்டி நீ அந்த சால்ட் போட்டதுனாலதான் you have tasted and that is where you know it is salty. இவ்வளவுதான் இந்த அளவுக்கு தான் போடணும். கரெக்ட். நம்ம ஒரு தப்பு அவாய்ட் பண்றோம்னா ஒண்ணு அந்த தப்பு நம்ம ஏற்கனவே பண்ணிருக்கணும். We must have experienced that. So let me tell you, Monica, it is not that you don't know grammar. You know grammar, that is why you are scared of it. இத பேசினா இது நம்ம இப்படி பேசக்கூடாது. So this is something incorrect. So people will laugh at me. This is what I was telling you. How many of you remember TK and TKK? Sorry, LK and LKK. Looking good. நல்லா பேசுவீங்கம்மா, நல்லா இது அதுதான் நம்மளுக்கு காம்ப்ளிமெண்ட். அதே வேளை யார் என்ன நினைப்பாங்கோ, லோக் கியா கஹேங்கே, யார் என்ன பார்த்து என்ன பேசுவாங்கோ அந்த பயத்திலேயே இருப்போம். ஆனா யார் என்ன பார்த்து பேசினாலும் பரவாயில்ல, நம்ம தப்பு பண்ணாதான் we can correct it. If you make grammatical error, only then you will learn, you will go back, you will open the dictionary, you will understand the meaning and you will reframe the sentence. And you do this for few days, automatically the minute you say something, you will get into the conscious level and you start communicating on a right format, which you have done it now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I really appreciate that and I want you to continue the same.
Yes, ma'am. हम try करेंगे और अच्छा करने के लिए. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh my God, बहुत अच्छा. Okay, good. Thank you so much, Monica.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Have a nice day, ma'am.
Yes, dear. Thank you so much. Okay, so anybody else? Rekha, அடடா மேத்ஸ் கேள்வி கேட்காதம்மா, ஏற்கனவே எனக்கு மேத்ஸ் வராதுன்னு ஐ அட்மிட். Very good evening, Rekha.
Yes, ma'am.
Maths கேள்வி கேட்க மாட்டியே?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. அப்போ நான் தைரியமா பேசலாம். என்ன வேணாலும் கேட்கலாம்.
Yes, ma'am. How are
Yeah,
you?
tell me. I am fine, dear. How are you?
I am also fine, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay.
thank you so much for your speech, ma'am.
You're welcome. My honor.
And I have got 100% confidence in me after hearing your speech, ma'am.
Very good.
Even my dad also advised me like you, ma'am, but I didn't get 100%, ma'am. But today, first time I got 100% confident in me, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. எதனால எனக்கு மேத்ஸ் தெரியாதுன்றதுனாலயா?
No, ma'am. By your words which you are saying.
Okay, fine. Just kidding. So what course are you in, Rekha?
Computer science, ma'am.
Computer science. Why computer science?
Ma'am, my parents said that only, ma'am.
இங்கதான். What do you like?
Maths.
Maths மட்டும்தானா?
Maths, English. Everything
Maths,
I like, ma'am.
Everything. Okay, what is your future goal?
Ma'am, my future goal is doctor, ma'am, but my family can't support me, ma'am. So,
Okay. So அதனால computer science எடுத்தீங்க.
yes, ma'am.
No problem. பரவாயில்ல. கம்ப்யூட்டர் படிச்சாலும் நம்ம ஹாஸ்பிடல்ல போய் வேலை சேர்ந்துடலாம். No worries.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So, Rekha, for you, a small suggestion. Okay, in the cognitive thinkers அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். Okay, people who are watching me also, I want you all to pay attention because Rekha might be one of the sample survey. Okay, what we got. What happens is many a times when you are choosing your course, when you're choosing your career line, this is the mistake everybody does.